beautiful people. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or whatever time it is, wherever you are. Welcome again to Superb Kitchen. Today is a good day, and we are making one of our Nigerian favorite soup, Ogbono soup. Some people call it Ogbolo, very funny, but it's Ogbono. So we are making this favorite dish, Ogbono soup, and we have our ingredients ready. Now, if this is your first time of watching my video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and drop comments, click like, click the notification button so that when I drop new videos, you are notified. So first of my ingredients is my pomo. So this is, the English name for this is cow tail, or cow skin rather. So it's called pomo. It's washed, it is clean already, and is ready to enter my pot of ogbono. Also, I have my blended crayfish. By now I don't need to tell you guys how much I love crayfish and onions. So I have my blended crayfish already. I'm going to spice the soup up with this crayfish. And this is the main ingredient. The soup is Ogbono soup. So this is our blended Ogbono. And, I have also blended this with little crayfish. But that doesn't disturb me from adding more crayfish. So this is my Ogbono seeds. It's blended and with little crayfish, like I said earlier. Okay, so I also have my palm oil. I love to call it that. Sorry. And then I have my catfish. Some people call it blackfish, but some people call it roasted fish or roasted catfish. However, I just want to, add it to my soup to spice it up. You have an option of using any other kind of fish, but for me, this is what I love. And I have my Oziza leaf. Oziza leaf. I don't know how else to describe this leaf. It's just a wonderful leaf. I use it to spice almost all my soups up. I put it at the end of my egusi, at the end of almost all my soups. So I love it so much, and I love the aroma. I love the taste inside all my soups. Okay, so I have these spices here. Here I have my Cameroon pepper. I have my garlic powder, and then I have my ginger powder. Now I have this here just to boil my meat. What I'm trying to say is I'm going to use my garlic and ginger to boil the meat. This Cameroon pepper is for the soup itself. Okay, so here I have my roasted Titus fish. Some people call it smoked fish, however you want to call it. Everything, they pass through fire one way or the other. Okay, so I love to add this particular fish in my ogbono because I love the taste it adds to it. I love the aroma. All these ingredients, one way or the other, they have one or two things they add into the soup, and then you just be wondering, how come this soup is so sweet? You cannot really say that it is this, but it's the combination of these wonderful ingredients. So I have my Titus fish. I'm going to be putting it in the soup. Okay, guys, so I had to take out the ugu leaves from the plate. I wanted to see, well, this ugu leaf is from my personal garden. I've been waiting to tell you guys how much I've found so much interest in gardening, and this is like, a dream come true. So I cut these leaves out of my garden thanks to Tabernacle Interiors. They got me the seeds of all my plants, and I'm enjoying my fresh veggies in the house. So these ugu leaves, I'm going to be spicing my ogbono soup with these ugu leaves. They are so fresh, they are organic, and you love it, trust me. And this is one very unique ingredient. I'm sure my Igbo sisters and brothers can relate. This is called ogiriokpe, if I'm right. So I love it so much. It's called ogiriokpe. And here I have my pepper, atarodo, and onions. I'm using this to boil my meat. I just love, I have I don't know. For me, I might be wrong. I just feel that this our proteins, the meat, gizzard or whatever you use, they're always cheated when you don't add pepper into them. And then at the end of it, let them also have this taste of fresh pepper. So that's why I love to boil my proteins, my meat, my chicken with fresh pepper. And so that's why I have fresh pepper and onions here. And of course, my salt and okay, so my meat, clean washed beef. Thank you. Yeah. Okay, so the first thing we are doing is to boil our meat, and we have to season our meat first. Like I said, this is our meat and it is washed clean already. So I'll just put my meat in the pot and I'll add my garlic powder. I told you guys already. I'll just put little. This is like, I'm adding like one half teaspoon now, you know, of the garlic powder, because I have 1 tablespoon in my plate. So, and I just used half of it. So without wasting much time, I'll just, you know, cut my onions. Okay guys, so you know I have all the ingredients in the, you know, meat. I'm not adding water yet because I want everything to steam together. So what I'll just do is I'm gonna add like half tablespoon of salt. I'm stirring it very well because I want all the ingredients I have added. I want it to, you know, enter into all these things very well. Enter into the meat very well now. So, the next thing to do is just to cover it up. And I'm only going to be covering it for just 5 minutes before I add other things. Okay guys, so after 5 minutes I need to check my meat, and you see sometimes you really don't need to add water to your meat. The meat itself has water inside, so I mean just leave it to steam and then you get all the water you want. So I'm adding my pomo now. I want the pomo to boil. Then at this point, because of the pomo I am adding, I'm going to add very little water to make everything soft all together. So here I'm just going to add this little water and I'll cover it. Okay guys, so usually sometimes I roast this fish at home myself, and you know, if you do it by yourself at home, you really don't need to do this process or apply this process when you are trying to, you know, cook with it. But because I bought it outside, so I'm not even sure I'm not sure of what's, you know, but the safest thing to do when you buy from this when you buy from the market or you buy from all these roadside sellers is to just, you know, wash it with hot water and salt. At least this is going to keep us from sand or stones or, you know, any kind of germs and everything. So here I have my hot water, and then I'm just going to do this and leave this for just 5 minutes while I do other things. Okay, so guys, you don't even know the kind of aroma that fills my kitchen right now. I mean, my meat is boiling and then everywhere is smelling. Oh god, smelling good. Oh, okay, so the next thing I'm doing right now is my Titus fish. I want to pieces and bring out a bowl. Okay, so guys, here is my Titus fish. I have, rinsed it, remove all the bones. Trust me, if you have kids at home, you have to make sure that you remove all the bones, every single bone inside that fish, so that you don't have a disaster. Okay, so here, remember this, our precious friend is still inside hot water. So what I'm going to do is, I'll just bring it out. Yeah. I'm going to put it here first. So you also have to take your time, to remove everything inside this fish. Or let me say every good thing inside this fish, because it's not everything that is good. Okay, so I'm always scared of bones. I know some people will do justice to this head or to this fish head, but sorry, this is where I rest my case. Thank you. Hey guys, remember my ugu leaf? I'm sure you'll be wondering why these leaves are so precious to me. As in, I have a tenumo, I know. They are so precious to me. Trust me, you don't know how it feels to have your all the leaves you eat and to have them in your house. You really don't know. Just try it. Thank me. Reach out to Tabernacles Interiors today. They will give you all the seeds you need from ewedu. I have ewedu in my house, from ewedu, from to ugu, to igbo leaves, to shoko, to tete. Trust me, it feels good. So right now I'm trying to cut my leaves. Gracias. Okay, so guys, I want to try my ogiri okpe. Trust me guys, there are different methods to this. I know some people roast their own, some people fry it. I know there are different methods. But this is the easiest method. The other method or the other option you have, or the other way you can do it, is also to blend it with your ogbono seeds and crayfish. But since I've done that, I have to look for another way to make this work. Okay guys, so I'm adding my palm oil first. Like I said, there are, different methods, to cooking this. But this is one of the methods I use. I have other methods as well. So, I don't need to wait for the palm oil to get oil, or hot rather. So I'm adding my ogbono, my blended ogbono. I'm doing this so that I can use it to dissolve the ogbono. Now, some people dissolve their ogbono before even bringing it to their cooker. So like I said, you have different method to dissolving your ogbono. So while we're at that, I'm going to add my meat stock. I'm just adding a little from my meat stock. You can add as much meat stock as you want. Okay, so after adding the meat stock, I'm going to add water. Now, this is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get the consistency of my soup. Some people like it very thick and some people like it a bit loose. So I'm gonna add water. So you add water, I mean, as it's cooking, you keep adding water. This water has no measurement. It depends on the kind of ogbono soup you are cooking. So that's how you know if it's really the very thick one. So while it's still on the fire, remember my ogiri okpe. So I'm just gonna add it right now. And without wasting much time, I'm gonna add my crayfish. I'm using 2 full spoons of this crayfish. You see, I even feel like adding jara sef. Okay, I'm sure you guys know my weak point, crayfish. So you just need to keep stirring. You need to keep stirring without wasting much of our time. Remember my catfish. Adding it. Welcome back. You see, our soup is almost ready now. Some people like ogbono soup, just plain like this. For me, no, I don't like it plain. You can add okra to it. It depends on how you want it. But for me, I'm only adding my veggies. So the first thing I'm gonna add is my ugu leaf now. So I'll just add this ugu leaf. After adding my ugu leaf, while it's still boiling, remember our fish, our Titus fish. Our Titus fish is going to give it the, that flavor that we have been waiting for. Come in. Okay. So here we have the Titus fish. And the last, I always like to put my uziza leaf last. So I'm just gonna add it. And that's it. That's our ogbono soup. So we'll just wait for it to, after adding all these veggies, we'll just wait for it to boil for like maybe 5 minutes. Like I said earlier, make sure your ogbono is well cooked. Stop eating half done ogbono. It has to be well cooked. It has to be well cooked. So I'm just gonna wait for it to get ready. Pause. Okay guys, so my soup is boiling, and I just remembered I didn't tell you. You can see I did not add any seasoning cube or any salt to this soup again. You know why? Because my meat was well seasoned and the meat stock was so sweet. Like, it was so sweet. So, and I used all the meat stock. So my soup was tasty enough when I tasted it, and there was no need for salt or seasoning cube. So you just need to always check all these things. If you need salt, you check for salt. If you need, but for me, I think I'm fine with it. And here is my ogbono soup. You can see. So I'm just gonna serve it. Guys, the truth is I still feel tempted to add more crayfish. I love crayfish so much, but I'm not going to add it. You see, I love it so much and I just cannot add. I'm serving right now. Who loves that draw thing? Draw.